Good day, con folk. Welcome back to America Weekly with yours truly, Alex Cajones. It is a pleasure to be spending time with you again. Tonight's topic on Conspiracy Factory is the JFK assassination. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are we talking about that now? What's the relevance? Folks, I'll tell you what the relevance is. Donald J. Trump signed him an executive order to release all of the documentation around the JFK assassination. Great news. One of the all-time conspiracy theories, in fact, the Super Bowl winning ring of conspiracy theories, is about to be in the public domain. A few problems with it, but before we get there, let me remind you what happened. It was a day in 1963, November, if I recall correctly, that President John F. Kennedy was in a motorcade. That motorcade had a designated route, and for one moment, it veered off of that route. Now, y'all know presidential motorcades don't do that. It so happened that this was in front of a book suppository. And in that book suppository was one communist named Lee Harvey Oswald. Or that's what they want you to believe. You see, shots were fired from high-powered rifles. The government, through the Warren Commission, wants you to believe that all of them shots came from Lee Harvey Oswald in the book suppository. However, witnesses on the day said there was smoke by the grassy knoll, and that they could hear shots coming from 3 different directions. The long and short of it is, JFK's head was blown apart. His beautiful wife, Jacqueline Kennedy, was so afraid that his blood would never come out of her Coco Chanel dress that she had to get out of the car and start running away before more of it seeped through. Even Representative Jack Connolly was hit. Here's the thing. If y'all ever watched JFK, the 1991 movie by Oliver Stone, you'll know this line. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. You see, that talks about a magic bullet theory. If that bullet came straight down and hit JFK, as they want you to think, to hit Jack Connolly, it would have to veer off and go straight again. No bullet I've seen does that. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. There are a few other peculiar things that happened that day. The Babushka Lady. Someone sitting there with the camera, looking mighty Russian. You know when they found her? They didn't. Never. No eyewitnesses, no one coming forward, and the film never appeared. Let me ask you, if you had filmed an assassination of a U.S. president, don't you think you'd do something with the footage? That's mighty strange to me. Unless she was filming it for the CIA to make sure the hit went off as planned. And then there's the Zapruder film. You'll know all about that. Couple missing frames making things look mighty strange, and that's exactly where you'll see that back and to the left with bits exploding that way and heads going that way just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, over 60 years later, them files are being released to the public. Here's the thing. As much as I love the smartest man in the world, Donald Trump, his executive order gives them CIA folk 15 days to do a presentation on them documents. So from January the 23rd, 2025, they've got time to manipulate what you might see and what you might do. One person, Lee Harvey Oswald, does the assassination, and 2 days later is himself killed by Jack Ruby. Y'all, this don't make no sense. One-person shooter. Now, if you believe what the Warren Commission says, maybe this was one big conspiracy by the Cubans, who knows, backed by the Russians. Now, there's a part I can believe. Is JFK, he was a Democrat. And if the Russians and the Cubans did it, Not even them communists like a left-nut liberal. For America Weekly Conspiracy Factory, my name is Alex Calmes.